The breakdown you can't explain. You're not crying over something specific. You're not reacting to a major event. There's no obvious trigger, no big loss, no dramatic moment. And yet, you're falling apart. You wake up and everything feels wrong. The world is too loud. Your skin is too tight. Every task feels impossible. And you feel like you're about to break. But when someone asks what's wrong, you say, "I don't know." And you mean it. Because there isn't one thing. There's everything. This is the breakdown no one talks about. The one with no clear cause. The one that sneaks in quietly, after months, maybe years, of holding it together. It doesn't look dramatic. It looks like missing messages, canceling plans, staring at the wall for hours, crying in the shower so no one hears, feeling like a stranger in your own body. And the worst part? You start to believe that you're being too sensitive, too emotional, or just broken. But you're not broken. You're full. You're not falling apart for no reason. You're falling apart because you've been silently holding yourself together for too long. This is accumulated emotional weight. Every moment you said, "I'm fine," when you weren't. Every time you swallowed your truth to avoid conflict. Every day you kept going when your body begged you to rest. It didn't disappear. It got stored in your chest, in your muscles, in your breath, in your sleep. And now, your system can't carry it anymore. Think of it like a dam. Each drop of pain, pressure, stress, expectation. It builds. And then one day, one tiny drop, a rude text, a missed call, someone using the wrong tone, is all it takes to burst the wall. And when it breaks, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means your body is trying to release what you've been taught to suppress. If you felt this flood of emotion without explanation, please hear this. Purple circle, you're not dramatic. Purple circle, you're not attention seeking. Purple circle, you're not losing your mind. You're feeling the crash of emotions that have been waiting their turn to be heard. You've been functioning without feeling, coping instead of healing, managing instead of processing, surviving instead of resting. And now your body is waving the white flag. This is not the end. This is the beginning of release. In the next topic, we'll explore the science and psychology of emotional backlog and why so many women feel like they're falling apart, not because of weakness, but because of accumulated strength with nowhere to land. Why are crashing now, not before the weight of emotional backlog? You weren't always like this. There was a time, maybe not joyful but functional. You pushed through, handled things, smiled when you needed to, kept it all moving. So why now? Why are you suddenly falling apart? Here's the truth. You're not suddenly falling apart. You've been slowly breaking. Quietly, invisibly, over time. 1. The emotional cup is full. Think of your emotional capacity like a cup. Every stressor, big or small, adds a drop. The text you never got a response to. The apology you never received. The responsibilities no one sees. The grief you didn't have time to process. The boundaries you didn't feel safe to set. One drop at a time. Until one small thing, totally unrelated, makes the whole cup overflow. And when it spills, people say, "You're overreacting." But they don't see the 100 silent drops that came before it. 2. You've been running on adrenaline. When you're in survival mode, your body pumps cortisol and adrenaline non-stop. It keeps you going, keeps you functioning, but it's not sustainable. Eventually, your body hits a wall called adrenal fatigue. Symptoms? Brain fog, emotional numbness, heightened sensitivity, physical heaviness, sudden emotional crashes. It's not weakness. It's biological burnout. 3. Your brain has been delaying the breakdown. The prefrontal cortex, your logic center, helps suppress overwhelming emotion when you need to get things done. But here's the catch. Suppression doesn't mean deletion. It just means postponed processing. Once the urgency passes, your brain says, okay, now we can feel it. That's why the breakdown happens after things calm down, not during. You didn't fall apart in the chaos. You fall apart in the quiet, because now there's room to feel. 4. You're experiencing emotional congestion. When you don't express emotions regularly, they don't disappear. They clog your system. You become emotionally congested. You can't focus. You're irritable over nothing. You cry out of nowhere. You feel heavy without knowing why. It's like emotional traffic. Everything's stuck. Nothing moving until the pressure explodes. 5. Women are taught to hold it together until they can't. You've probably heard, be strong. Don't make it a big deal. Don't overreact. Handle it gracefully. So you did. You pushed it all down, smiled through pain, downplayed your needs. And now your nervous system is screaming, I can't carry this anymore. It's not a failure. It's a signal. Light bulb the big truth. You're not too sensitive. You're too full of things you weren't allowed to say, of emotions you never got to process, of strength that was never supposed to be permanent. And now, your body is begging you to feel. In the next topic, I'll share the story of someone who held everything in for years, until her silence cracked open, and what happened when she finally let herself fall apart, without shame. The day she finally let herself fall apart. Her name was Joanna. Everyone said she was the strong one, the reliable one, the calm one, the one who always knew what to do. And for a long time, she was. She woke up early, managed everything, answered every message, smiled at every request, held space for everyone, except herself. But something had been building, and she didn't know it until the morning her body said, no more. She woke up and couldn't get out of bed, not because she was tired, but because she felt nothing. No drive, no spark, no clarity, just a thick fog wrapping her thoughts, weighing her chest. She laid there and whispered, what's wrong with me? But the truth was, nothing was wrong. She was just finally too full to keep pretending she was fine. That day, everything felt loud. The sound of the fridge, the buzz of her phone, even her own heartbeat. She turned off everything, closed the door, and let herself do the one thing she had avoided for years. Fall. She cried, not the pretty movie kind of cry, the real one, the ugly one, the snotty, gasping, I don't even know what I'm crying about kind of cry. And it didn't destroy her. It relieved her. Because for once, she wasn't holding it in. Joanna realized something that day. You don't always need a reason to break. Sometimes the reason is everything you didn't allow yourself to feel. The good girl, the strong one, the reliable adult. They all live on top of a child who never got to fall apart. And that child finally had a voice. She didn't fix everything after that. She didn't become Zen overnight. but she started checking in with herself, like she would with someone she loved. She stopped demanding explanations for her feelings. She stopped comparing her pain. She stopped needing to justify rest. And little by little, she stopped falling apart, because she started letting herself feel before it built up again. If you see yourself in Joanna, if you've been the strong one for too long, and lately you feel like you're about to shatter over nothing, you're not broken. You're just overdue. Overdue for softness. Overdue for tears. Overdue for the kind of rest that doesn't come from sleep, but from finally not pretending. In the next topic, I'll show you practical tools to release emotional buildup before your body has to do it for you. Because falling apart isn't failure, it's release. And release is how we come home. How to release emotion before it breaks you. You shouldn't have to fall apart to get relief. But if you've spent years suppressing instead of expressing, breakdowns become your body's only form of release. Here's how to interrupt that pattern. Here's how to let go before your system crashes. Writing hand 1. Use micro-releases daily. Emotional pressure builds silently, but it can also be released silently. Try this once a day. Write a single sentence that's 100% emotionally honest. I feel ignored. I'm tired of pretending. I want someone to hold me and say I don't have to be strong. I'm scared I'll always feel this numb. No filters. No performance. Just honesty. One sentence a day can keep the dam from bursting. Speech balloon 2. Speak to your body like a friend. The body stores what the voice avoids. Start talking to yourself, not in judgment but in comfort. Try saying out loud, "You don't have to hold this alone. I hear you. I see you. I'm with you. We are not in danger anymore." Your nervous system listens, even if your mind resists it. Face with open mouth dashing away 3. Release through breath. When words are hard, breath can do the work. Try this. Inhale deeply through the nose for 4 seconds. Exhale loudly through the mouth for 6 seconds. Add sound. Sigh, hum, even cry if it comes. Your breath was never meant to be shallow. Let it carry what your lips won't say. Musical note 4. Use sound and movement. Dance to a song that makes you feel powerful. Scream into a pillow. Shake your arms. Stomp your feet. Let your body move stuck emotion out. This isn't silly. It's somatic processing. It's how animals release stress. And you're allowed to do the same. Mobile phone 5. Stop apologizing for needing to feel. Don't apologize for crying. Don't apologize for canceling. Don't apologize for being emotional. Every time you do, you reinforce the belief. My pain is inconvenient. Instead, try, "Thanks for giving me space. I needed that cry. I'm honoring what I feel." That's not weakness. That's emotional hygiene. Waning crescent moon bonus. Evening release ritual. Before bed, try this simple practice. Close your eyes. Place your hand on your chest. Say, "Whatever I didn't get to process today, I let it move now." Breathe. Let one emotion rise. Don't fix it, just witness it. This is how you soften before sleep. This is how you prevent the overnight breakdown. Emotions aren't the enemy. Repression is. And when you let yourself feel a little every day, you won't have to fall apart to be heard. In the next topic, I'll guide you through a visualization to help your body release what it's been holding in silence and close this chapter with softness, clarity, and rest. Let it out, guided emotional release, and final message. close your eyes. Let your body settle into stillness. Take one deep breath in, a slow, intentional, and let it go like a whisper. Now, do it again. Slower, deeper, not to force peace, but to create space. Imagine this. You are standing in front of a large, clear container. It's glowing softly. And inside this container is everything you've been holding. Unspoken disappointments, hidden griefs, tiny daily frustrations, old anger you never had permission to express, the pressure to smile when you are breaking. Each one has shape and weight. Each one is real. Now picture yourself gently opening your chest, not physically but emotionally. And all those things begin to rise, float, and pour into the container. No drama, no violence, just release. Now say to yourself, I don't need to carry this into tomorrow. This pain is real, but it's not my identity. It's safe to let go. I am allowed to feel and still be loved. As the container fills, it glows brighter, not because your pain is gone, but because it's finally seen. And what is seen can heal. Let's breathe again, this time with sound. Inhale through the nose. Hold for 4. Exhale with a soft sound through the mouth. Let it carry what words can't. And again, this time longer. This time slower. Let your exhale be your surrender. Now imagine this. Someone you trust walks in. They don't ask questions. They don't try to fix you. They just sit beside you and say, you don't have to fall apart alone anymore. You don't have to be strong for me. I'm staying. Maybe this person is someone you know. Maybe it's your future self. Maybe that's you. Let your body soften. Let the tension melt from your jaw, your hands, your shoulders. Let your breath find its rhythm. Let this moment be your pause. And whisper this one last truth. I'm not falling apart. I'm finally letting go. If this video helped you release even a single drop, please like it, share it, and subscribe. You are not too emotional. You are not too fragile. You are a soul that's been holding too much for too long. And now, you're free to feel.